Welcome back. It's Lost in My 40s, Season 2, Episode 13. It's called The Long Con. It's a Sawyer episode. It's a Christie episode. We give praise to David Milch. A Hobbit breaks bad. And we put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. All right. Before that, hello. How's everybody?
Good.
Great.
Good.
Ben? I understand
What?
you have something very important to tell us today about batteries. Is that true?
About yeah. Well, I mean, very important, very interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
All right.
Yeah, it's just something I've been reading about recently. There's a Finnish company that's put out the first commercially available sand battery, and a sand battery is essentially exactly what it sounds like. It's a battery that is made of sand. It holds heat really, really well, which you know if you go into a beach or something.
If you walk on a beach, right?
It holds heat really well, especially if you put a lot of it together into, like in this case, they put it into a silo, and then they'll use, wind, solar, whatever. They'll use some sort of energy, heat it during the day, and then once it's heated, it can stay hot for months and months.
Wow. That sounds like it could change the world.
Yeah.
All
but
right.
It's really, really cool because you can use it, you can store it, and then you can either use that heat to drive a boiler or something to create electricity to inject it back into the grid. But doing that, you lose quite a bit of a lot of the efficiency by doing that. Or you could use it straight as, put heat exchangers on it, pass water through it through pipes, and then that would drive. You could run pipes through buildings or whatever, and then just run cooler water in, hot water back out, and just do that. Use a closed system. You could create ambient heating for, industrial purposes, anything like that, especially in places that are cold.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. In other current events with Christie, I'm guessing all four of us, but we are especially happy as last week Kansas, one of the most conservative and Republican states in the nation, voted no on an amendment to ban abortion in the state on their constitution, and we're celebrating.
Didn't similar things happen
very
in Kentucky?
surprising.
In solidarity.
There you go. It's a good sign. By when the Supreme Court did this, they've left a window open for Democrats
They
to
pissed off a lot of people.
Yep, to actually have some victories in November, and maybe we can save this country from permanently slipping into fascism. I shouldn't say permanently, but we're headed where it's going to be a decades-long power struggle. And this is a good sign. It's a good sign because even the people who are pissed off at Biden, independents and leftists,
Bernie Bros.
They can't let this go. And then now what Kansas is showing is that there is a large portion of conservative women who are still like, you're fucking nuts. And so
just keep going till November. Hopefully our governor will change in November in Texas too.
Oh yeah. And for those of you who saw you last week, I'm back home. And yes, the party was amazing.
Oh, that's right. I declared we had an amazing party before we had it. And actually, it did turn out really amazing. It was like 95 degrees. And everybody had an awesome time. We had out on the deck arts and crafts projects that we were working on. We were making candle holders, and then in the yard I had my giant, like 6 foot tall unicorn sprinkler, sprinkles out of her horn, and there were just half naked people running around in the sprinkler all night. That was pretty fun. Great food made by mostly Christie. Everybody loved it. Yeah, it actually it was one of the best parties I think we've ever thrown, and just about everyone there said this is the best party I've ever been to. So it really was great. All right.
Yeah.
How about a joke this week?
Okay. Sure.
It is in honor of Sawyer and the Long Con. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
A con artist tried to convince me he could ejaculate deli meat. It was a load of baloney.
Baloney. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the joke about Ron Perlman being so manly he comes chilly.
Oh God.
That's hilarious.
I mean, maybe true.
A bad
though.
infection.
All right. Last week's episode, it was us and the Irish lads. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was our longest episode to date.
Yeah, it was.
And in it,
How long was it?
It was like 2 hours, 15
It's not polite
minutes.
to ask that.
Well, they would lie anyway.
Yeah, it was a good 45 minutes longer than our normal.
Like,
an hour.
Well, I don't know. How long is my forearm?
Oh my
Well,
God.
this is 10 inches. So
okay. Is that what somebody told you, Derek? Okay.
Yeah.
So in that episode, we talk about Florida Man, and we learned that Florida Man is known all over the world, which we were not completely aware of. So we also talked about the fun game where you can Google Florida Man and then your birthday, and a headline will come up. So guess what I did? I have here Ben, April 17th.
Oh, great. Just throw that information out there. Hey, everyone, if you want to steal my identity, there's another tidbit for you.
Okay, it's literally on your Facebook page. So let's calm down. Ben, April 17th. Drunk Florida man speeds over body parts during hit and run investigation. I actually read the article. There was a woman who was hit by a car and her body was in pieces, and they were cleaning it up, and the cops were there, and the drunk guy just ran over the whole scene.
Jesus Christ, that's
I
crazy.
can't. It's terrible. All right, Christy, November 14th. Florida man released from jail, then arrested in the parking lot for trying to steal a car.
Nice.
Woo, Derek, December 13th. Florida man who ran naked through airport screaming about a bomb sentenced to probation. And me, November 20th, steal my identity if you want. That's fine. Florida man arrested for having sex with a miniature horse.
Oh, God.
That's the best.
That's awful.
And in the article, not a joke, it says that the man told the police that the 4 times he raped this miniature horse, he did wear a condom each time because he didn't want to get an STD.
Wow.
So there we go. Okay. Also, last week in the episode, this makes an appearance. Bad Twin. The manuscript shows up, and we talk a little bit about the book. And I just want to sneak peek at the end of this season. When you get to end of season 2 in our theories and questions episode, we do go in depth into Bad Twin. Spoiler alerts. We talk about the whole book, including the end, but that is coming up, something to look forward to, maybe or not. I don't know. Did you guys like it when we did that?
It was better than Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, coming up this week, it's a Sawyer episode. It's a Christie episode. We go gaga for David Milch. A Hobbit breaks bad. And with Hurley, we put the lime in the coconut and we drink it all up. This is coffee. Not a coconut. All right. So in this episode, Joni Stubbs of Deadwood meets Sawyer and asks him to teach her how to be a con woman. And so what I want to know is,
can we just say con person?
Person.
There we go.
Yes. To be a con person of any gender. And what I want to know is, could you ever see yourself falling in love with a criminal and just Breaking Bad? Ben.
Again, it sort of depends on what they do.
I don't know why I even ask you these questions.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay.
If it was
You know what?
Like,
I'm
hey,
going to go first.
I'm a burglar. No, I'm not going to go do that shit. But if they did something like kind of cool, if they were cooks or something like that, and they did. No, I'm saying like if they did something that was really, really cool. No, not necessarily. Like,
right.
But it would have to be something where I would be really, really like in awe of their intellect and their balls. It wouldn't just be somebody who's like, hey, let's go rob banks or some shit like that. I mean, that takes brass balls, but at the same time, I don't know.
You'll be caught.
There's got to be some creativity, some vision to it, and maybe.
Okay, Derek, what do you think?
No,
No, you can't do it. You're a good boy.
Yeah. I've had enough run-ins with the law, so.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Christy, what do you think?
When I was younger, then probably, yeah, because I was an idiot. But now, no.
Yeah, I mean, now, you've been married for 20 years. You're probably not going to run off with a criminal. I guess I just meant.
I know, but even if I was,
your life was
I
different.
think that I'm old enough to be like, no, that's dumb.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when I was like 19, 20, I definitely had scummy boyfriends, and I would have done a lot of things for them.
I actually probably did commit a lot of small crimes at that age. In my rave days, everything I was doing. I mean, the raves were illegal at that time, but I don't know. Now, yeah, I could do it if it was like a Robin Hood type thing. If we were like scamming the rich and giving it to the poor, I could do that. I could con the rich. I think that would be fun. I don't know, like the uber rich, just steal their money and give it away. I think I could do that.
Or just find them and beat them up on the streets and don't do anything with their money. Just let them know that they're mortal.
Oh my God.
Take the fear into them. That would be fun. I mean, I'm just saying, would I follow somebody who did that? Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
All right.
I'm open to a little bit of idiocy in my older years.
See, that's what I'm saying. That it could be fun, or like retirement. I could just start like conning billionaires and giving their money away. I'm changing Christy's mind. Look at her. She's like, wait a second.
No, I was going to say, Ben, we're not in our older years. We're in our middle years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, don't put us there yet. Come on.
Then I'm open. I'm open to idiocy in my middle years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Fun question. If you could relive any moment in your life, what would it be? I'm gonna start with Christy.
I would go skydiving again.
So you could do that.
Yeah.
Actually. Or do you mean for the first time?
I think that the second time is going to be just like the first time. For me, I was actually so quiet that the guy who I was strapped to was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm just really enjoying it."
Oh, I'm plummeting through the fucking atmosphere. I'm terrified.
It was at
He's
the same
probably
time,
used to people just being like
screaming.
I was very
That would be
quiet.
fun,
I wasn't
I'd be so quiet.
Would you? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've done bungee jumping. That's about it.
For me, at the same time, it was the most zen thing I've ever done and the most exhilarating thing I've ever done.
Yeah, cool.
So the zen part of me, I think, is why I was just quiet and I was flying.
Yeah.
So I was enjoying it.
All right. Lucky you. You can actually relive that. Good for you. Yes. Ben, what do you think?
I'd actually relive something so that I wouldn't do it. I'd relive the moment so that I wouldn't make the decision that I made. And it was like, I think I was 20. It was just not long before I moved to Seattle. I was down in the Guadalupe River with some friends.
Oh God.
We were drinking. And then my buddy, one of his sandals or something came off, or one of his flip flops came off, and I saw it going down this rapid. And I was like, I got it, because my tube was on. I had crawled up on this rock, and this tube, my tube was about six feet below me. So I jump and I start I'm going to go backwards and just fall back into the tube. And when that happened, something came down and dislodged it, and I went down and I came and hit. I landed in maybe this much water, and there was a rock right underneath there. It hit me in the back. I didn't have medical insurance at the time, and my body has been basically fucked up ever since. And I would really like to go back and just not because that flip flop was not that important.
Yeah, that's a young and stupid thing too. When you think you're invincible, and you're probably having surgery for that this year.
Oh yeah. Finally.
Wow, from over 20 years ago.
Yeah. There's some other congenital things that need to get taken care of, but it's definitely has not helped.
Genital.
Genital. Somebody say forearm.
Beavis, Derek, what moment would you relive?
Kind of like Ben's, I'd go back to June 25th, 1997 and not leave Dave's house to go hang out with those people that nearly killed me.
Yeah.
I would have stayed there.
Two things you want to change.
Yeah.
Yep. So again, Zero Shame Stories.
Yeah.
Derek's episode, you will learn why he wanted to avoid that, because he was nearly beaten to death. I would relive our wedding weekend in Las Vegas. All four of us were there.
Yeah, that was fun.
And Ben and I got married in Las Vegas. It was a whole weekend event, and it was fucking grand. I think about it all the time. If I could relive it, I would do it. I might leave out the part where I throw up in a trash can outside of the hotel and the taxi driver asked me if I felt better when we got in the car.
No, that has to stay in.
That's Vegas. That's
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
the
pretty
food
awesome.
was so good too. Man.
Yeah,
Food.
we went to so many great restaurants, and there was just small like group of 30 people, and we just, you know what? There, look, I'm gonna put pictures of it on the screen. I just thought of that. Ta-da!
If we could edit something out of that weekend, it would be my father showing up. That would be the thing. Was like,
oh yeah,
get that out of there.
Yeah, we did have your dad
grab the hook.
Yeah, I know. He you know what?
But at least he didn't stay at our hotel. He went.
Well,
to
that's the
hotel.
thing. I'm like,
go listen
to Mowage. Listen to Space Bear Media's Mowage podcast. You'll hear about when his dad came to our wedding, refused to stay at the hotel everyone was at, and instead had to stay at the Trump hotel because, you know.
Oh my God!
Triggering
really?
liberals or whatever. It's like, okay.
Had to tell
Anyway.
everybody at dinner about how they were staying at the Trump hotel, and it was like,
okay,
wow, yeah.
So that was not the part I wanted to relive. I don't even think about that. I just think about the weekend in general, and
it was a lot of fun.
It was really fun. Yeah,
one of the best weekends.
One of my best Vegas experience out of the many I've had. So,
and you've been there like tens of times, hundreds. Of them, probably.
Okay. Getting there.
Yay! All right.
I think if I was going to actually relive something that I wasn't going to take back, it would probably be the night we got engaged.
Oh, in Versailles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That entire day, like just like going around the gardens of Versailles and everything, that was just like witnessing the absolute like opulence of French royalty. It was like, fuck, these people were rich.
Yeah, I've been to Versailles twice. I love the gardens. They're absolutely incredible. But when you're in the palace, it's just so easy to see why these people lost their fucking heads, because it's like, oh my God, guys. Yeah, literally. But yeah, we did that. We did the palace, we did the gardens, and then we had dinner at a very fancy Gordon Ramsay restaurant in Versailles and got engaged. Yeah, that was a good day. Ben, you're going dark. Oh, there you are. Okay, so one last thing. I noticed we had a few downloads this past week from a place called Paisley, and I thought, is that like the pattern? So I looked it up, and yeah, Paisley is in a town in Scotland.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely where the pattern came from. There's some Paisley there. I'll put some on the screen. And so listen to this. Paisley as the pattern was the most popular thing of the Paisley weavers in the 18th century, and it became fashionable when a young Queen Victoria wore the shawls that the Paisley weavers would make, and it was in the Paisley pattern, and that's how Paisley came to be. And I thought that was really cool. So hello to those of you in Paisley, Scotland, who are downloading us. That's very exciting. And I just wanted to say hi, and I think that's it for this week. We're back here next Tuesday, Tuesday, August 16th, with another one of these videos. But tomorrow, it's Sawyer, it's Christy, it's the long con. We'll see you then.